Dear graduating students, dear family members and friends, distinguished guests, welcome. Dear ambassadors, dear faculty and staff members, dear friends of Webster, it is my privilege and a great honor to welcome all of you here today. Today is our annual graduation ceremony. Today we come together to celebrate the achievements of our graduating students. For 16 years, I've had the privilege of opening our Webster Leiden graduation ceremony in this historic and beautiful building. Each and every year, our graduation ceremony is beyond any doubt the highlight of the academic year. In 1983, so more than 43 years ago, the Leiden campus became the third Webster campus to be established outside of the United States. Ever since, our global network has expanded to many countries in the world. In line with the vision and mission of Webster University to transform students for global citizenship. Global citizenship was very much relevant when our Leiden campus was founded 43 years ago. and global citizenship is still very much relevant today. Let there be no doubt that, unfortunately, today we are living in disruptive times. But over the past 43 years, our students, faculty and staff have demonstrated that we truly are a community. You, our students, faculty and staff, have demonstrated that we care for each other. You have demonstrated that there's only one answer and that there's only one way to deal with all the challenges we are facing in today's world. The answer is love. The answer is inclusion. Love and inclusion are the only way forward. Please allow me to quote the words used by one of our students. I quote, "When you take a look around you, you will see the most beautiful mix of people and worldviews, a true representation of what humankind looks like. We are a university that is built on love and inclusion, and that is how we choose to be." Unquote. My dear graduating students, it's time to honor the graduating class of 2026. It's time to highlight the achievement of each and every one of you. Our faculty department heads will read out the names of the candidates for Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. Please allow me to introduce Linda Day, representing the Business and Management Department.
Thank you, Jean-Paul. Graduating students, family members, friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to announce the students graduating with a bachelor's degree from the Department of Business and Management. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Michelle de Croc Rivera. Michelle, who also completed an entrepreneurship certificate, is dedicated and highly achieving student who actively participated in the leadership program and various clubs. He showed a strong interest in management entrepreneurship courses, which have helped prepare him to continue developing his professional career. Iraj Mamadov. Throughout his studies, Iraj combined academic excellence with entrepreneurial initiative. He performed strongly in finance and strategy courses and developed the business venture Frutique as part of his capstone work for his entrepreneurship certificate. Selected for the Global Student Leadership Summit, he consistently demonstrated leadership discipline and a global mindset. Crystal Elisa Ndaye. Throughout Crystal's studies, she's proven her resilience. She strongly performed in her financial assignments, as well as her marketing work, where she created an application from scratch with the help of her fellow group members, showing strong leadership as well as collaborative attitude. I'll now call on Bachelor of Arts in Management with an emphasis in international business, Maxwell Edujemfi. Maxwell demonstrated notable determination and resilience throughout his undergraduate program. He found particular enjoyment in courses centered on personal development and geopolitical areas that resonate strongly with his personal interests and continues to shape the direction of his professional journey. Bachelor of Arts in Management, Omar Shatler. Omar worked steadily throughout his degree, showing a practical interest in business-related courses, especially operations and marketing. He developed
for mental health research, PTSD.
Ethan demonstrated a high level of determination throughout his international relations program. He learned a lot from the human rights and history courses. These courses have had a great impact on him as he continues to pursue his professional career. Congratulations, Ethan. Federico de Castro Andrade Gasparian. Fred excelled at classes where debates were frequent and showed great interest in political theory. He enjoyed the Model United Nations held at Webster, and that these experiences will help him throughout his career. Congratulations, Federico. Maria Domar Ferreira Pinto. Maria graduates today with her bachelor's degree in international relations, and we wish you all the best for your future, Maria. Congratulations. Christine Catherine Larson. Christine finishes her unconventional academic journey here in Leiden. She enjoyed her political science curriculum to augment her work-life experience and looks forward to real-world application of what she has learned. Congratulations, Christine. Sapa Serbest. Sapa Ipe Serbest excelled in courses on international politics and democratic processes, while also pursuing an international human rights certificate. Currently, he's doing his internship at the Center for African Justice, Peace and Human Rights, and works with the team responsible for right to quality education. Wishing you all the best for your future, Sapa. Congratulations. I will now hand over to our campus director, Professor Marissing, to continue with the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda, Paul, and Sheetal. Now I would like to address all the candidates for the bachelor degrees. by the power vested in me by the state of Missouri of the United States of America, the Board of Directors, the administration and faculty of Webster University, I confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges of that degree. Please take your tassel and swing it to the left. Congratulations. And now it is time for a musical interlude. Please allow me to present to you the following Webster students: Giovanna Maleva and Ariane Price. The floor is yours. Thank you.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Now, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the woods. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind of the sea, like a sea dropped by a sky bird in a distant world. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. The years go by so fast, the flames keep burning, but we know someday it could be gone. It's nice to know then, as the torch gets passed, we will keep it blazing brightly on. Like a comet, like a ship, as it passes the sun, by a wind of the
Like a
sea,
sea dropped by
like a sea dropped by no who can say I've been changed for the better. I do believe I have been changed for the better. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I've been changed. For good.
Wow, thank you so much, Giovanna and Ariane. That was a wonderful performance. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to ask Dr. Sheetal Shah to introduce our commencement speaker.
Thank you, Jean-Paul. Graduating students, family members, friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to be granted the honor of introducing the commencement speaker of our graduation ceremony today, Christy Ikoren. Born in Kano, Nigeria, Christy has charted a remarkable journey from growing up in South Africa and then moving to the Netherlands, where she stands today as a strategic leader and social entrepreneur at the forefront of sustainable development. Her life's mission is to turn ideas into impactful realities by aligning head, heart, and hands. With a master's in chemical engineering from the University of Twente in the Netherlands and executive education in business sustainability leadership from the University of Cambridge, Christy brings nearly 2 decades of experience across the oil and gas, chemicals, and renewable energy sectors. Her career is defined by a powerful transformation from navigating a technical, male-dominated engineering world to leading a woman-led international organization. Today, as Director of WECF Netherlands, Women Engage for a Common Future, she steers global programs that empower women and youth from food security to energy access, bridging grassroots innovation with institutional strategy from African organic farms to European policy halls. Her personal commitment to sustainability finds expression in 2 ventures she founded: Unique Blends, a social enterprise empowering African female artisans through sustainable fashion and circular design, proving that business can be a force for cultural preservation and economic justice. Her second venture, She Sustains, a storytelling platform where women retreat, reflect, and reconnect. Because Ikoren believes authentic, lasting change is rooted on nurturing friendships, community, and personal well-being. Across all her body of work, Ikoren blends technical prowess with creative zeal to address global challenges such as environmental pollution, climate change, and gender disparity by challenging stereotypes and contributing impactfully towards lasting solutions. Her approach is deeply human-centric, focused on fostering independent thinking and creating collaborative spaces that inspire sustainable living. She lives in Forburg with her husband and 2 children. Christy, your introduction as our commencement speaker today is extra special. Since this year, we also have our first cohort of students graduating from the Masters of Science in Sustainability Management. Now, across Webster's network, this program is offered only at the Leiden campus and was developed by the team here in the Netherlands. Christy, thank you for accepting our invitation to be the commencement speaker for the year 2026. We look forward to your inspiring words. Please join me in welcoming Christy.
Thanks a lot, Sheetal. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me begin by saying how deeply honored and humbled I am to stand here today in this historic venue. This is where the pilgrims left from to journeys unknown. Like them, you now stand at the edge of a transition, stepping towards something new. Like them, you carry your hopes, fears, and dreams. This is your moment to start, or perhaps for some of you to restart something new. Whatever the case, an adventure awaits. I see parents who have sacrificed, partners, families, and friends who have supported, faculty who believed that an international education was worth every single effort. I believe they deserve a round of applause. Thank you. So I've been invited here to give a speech, but that's not one of my strengths. But I think I'm a better storyteller. So if you will permit me, I would like to share a story about a journey. One I have coined, don't do normal, be original. It's my journey. Like Sheetal has just said, it started in Kano, Nigeria, and then it came all the way to South Africa, and then here, the Netherlands. I came here to get my master's in chemical engineering, and when I left the university, I was armed with a lot of technical knowledge, process flow diagrams, spreadsheets, a rather predictable path. The routine was very clear: busy, hectic, full of deadlines. But it was known, it was the norm. You know, get good grades, graduate, get a job, get married, my mom said. Work hard, the rest will follow. And for nearly 2 decades, I navigated the world as an engineer, working in oil and gas, chemicals, and later renewable energy. I became a project manager. I was good at it. I won awards. I sat at tables where I was often the only woman of color. But honestly, I didn't notice most of it because it was the norm. I had seen it in my university days: few female students in the chemical engineering lecture halls, even fewer women when I started working as a process engineer in Nigeria, and then later here in the Netherlands. And then I became the only woman in the project department. Now that I had to fight for. It was not the norm. I had just had my second child. He was 4 months old. I was eager to work more with people and less with spreadsheets, because I believe that engineering should be about solving everyday problems for everyday people. My application was met with resistance. You just became a mother. There is no other woman in this department. The norm said that as a mother of two, part-time work was where I should be heading for. That did not sit well with the project department. And that did not sit well with me. Because the colleague who told me about this job opening was very eager for me to join the department. And my husband also believed in me. So I pushed back. I fought the good fight. I listened, and then I negotiated. I told the manager that being a parent and a woman does not take away my capacity nor reduce my enthusiasm to learn and progress as a project engineer. And I learned something very important: fighting the good fight. It means calmly and respectfully sharing your perspective by letting the other person know that you're first a human being, but also seeking to understand what the other person holds as views or perspective. It means dialogue. It means negotiation, compromise. It means engagement, encounter, and exchange. Because reality is not about ideas and theories. No, it's about genuine patience and persevering contact with people. So I fought, and I got the role. First as a project engineer, and then as a senior project engineer, and then later on as a project manager for green technologies. And then a new norm was established. I had mastered the art of doing project management, stakeholder management, risk management, handling deadlines, ensuring deliverables. Now, these are skills I will forever be grateful for. Hard skills. But I had forgotten the art of being a human being. And so one day, after 15 years of running engineering projects, I hit a wall. A ruptured appendix that was wrongly diagnosed. And I spent Easter of 2015 in so much pain that I thought I would almost die. Recovery forced me to stop. And for 3 months, I did nothing. Nothing in that I had no office, no mad race of deadlines. I had ample time, and so I enrolled indeed in a program of sustainability, because I've heard a lot about it, and I felt I knew next to nothing about it. I also chose to read, and I read a lot, and it's a habit that I have since maintained. In the course of reading a book by Todd Henry, which is called Die Empty, I asked myself a dangerous question. Am I living the free and full life I truly want? The reflective answer in that silence was a loud, echoing no. You see, to live fully and freely, you must be open to adventure, is what this book talked about. You are not always in control, and it's not about winning or losing. It is about experiencing, about becoming enriched, and then enriching others with that wealth of knowledge and new experiences. For me, this is true happiness. And so I made a leap. Having faced a near-death experience, I appreciated life so much more. I decided to live life as a gift. As someone wise once said, the most important times in life are not the ones we choose, but the ones we accept. So I chose to accept this life and embrace it fully by receiving and reciprocating. And with any gift, it asks for responsibilities, a commitment to make the world in which we live a better place, starting first with mine and then those in my immediate surrounding. And so each day I craft my body of work. This is something I got from Pamela Slim. If you haven't heard of her, I encourage you to read her book. It's not limited to titles or functions or tasks. No, it's seeing your career as a vocation. It's not about producing something, but about serving. And then I also realized the need for rest, essential for one's personal well-being. And rest is not about doing nothing, but about doing things that require less effort. You see, we need rest so that we can do more than look, but see with depth and with richness. to pause for honest conversations, to discover gaps that only you can fill, and when necessary, to even stop completely, and then give yourself permission to restart and launch anew. This is how I see sustainability: the art of being a better person by living your life fully and freely, because life is a gift. And our task is to make the world a better place and improve society at large. So I decided to face a set of new fears. I left my familiar world of engineering. Yes, I left the norm. And I set out for new adventures. I discovered unique blends. I won't go into boring you with the description. Chital has already shared that. And also, I co-founded She Sustains. And eventually, I found my way to Women's Engage for a Common Future, where indeed I am currently the leader, the director, where I serve, leading global programs and working with incredible young women who we all believe that we're all trying in our own little way to change the world, starting first with ourselves and then with those that live around us. I am no longer the only woman on the table. I am privileged to work alongside a network of global communities. We stand in solidarity, standing on the shoulders of pioneers. So graduates, as you leave this historic venue, even though my journey is still unfolding, I would like to share with you 3 tips. First, step out of your comfort zone. Face your fears. We are all unique, and we find our true selves when we step out of the familiar. The danger lies not in difficulty, believe me, but in routine, or in conforming to the expected norm, not daring to be original. Allow big questions to interrupt your daily routines, prompting you to then step back and then to find the extraordinary in the ordinary. Second, fight. Fight the good fight, not with weapons, oh no, but by you acting as a bridge. As David Brooks says, be illuminators, seek to build, understand, and press forward across disciplines, sectors, cultures, and misunderstandings. This is not for the faint-hearted. It is for the brave, the mature, and the courageous. You are different, not because you're a victim or because you're discriminated against. I beg you not to waste your time with this kind of thinking. It is not a we versus them, it's an us mentality we need to embrace, because together we can then tackle the issues of the world. We are faced with challenges that are both complex and I believe yet exciting. And so we do need to address conflicts not by setting a trap for ourselves within them. Across your sphere of influence, and believe me, you have massive sphere of influence. I see so many faces over there, so many countries represented by the different maps. So you have a massive sphere of influence. Negotiate and build that bridge, one brick at a time. And third, focus on relationships. See others just like you see yourself, as a gift, as an unfathomable mystery. Do not let life become a series of checked boxes. You are not here just to produce, like I said, or achieve or accumulate. You are here to engage with curiosity, with courage, and with your whole being. Do not treat others like puzzles to be solved. No, rather, each person is a mystery that unfolds when you just have some patience. Live each day to love people, to use things well, and I say aim for some transcendence, something greater than yourselves. This is something I learned from Otto Brooks, another author I will recommend you check out. As much as possible, try to forge relationships with people who truly see you, and do likewise. No one in the world can change, no one can change the world alone, and so together we have to see each other and try and find ways to make the world better. The most sustainable investment you would make is in the people who walk beside you, your family, your friends, your colleagues, your community, your tribe. Protect those bonds and nurture them. Because when deadlines crush you and systems resist you, it will be love, not logic, that carries you through. And being human, do not forget to take moments of rest. And a special word for the graduates of the Sustainability Management Program. You are pioneers. You have studied how to bridge technical knowledge with human purpose. While technical knowledge is essential, it is your humanity that will sustain you. The world does not need more professionals who just simply execute tasks. It needs people whom I call real leaders, pastoral leaders who are ready to guide, direct, and create spaces for people, and also to listen well to others. Because we need leaders who understand indeed that the most profound solutions will be found when your head, your heart, and your hands truly work in harmony and with dignity. So as you leave here today and step into the future, do not settle for calm complacency. Do not settle for normal. Be fully human and remember that the key is actually to enjoy the journey. Be original. Congratulations.
Dear Christy, thank you for your words of wisdom and inspiration. The three key points for our graduates today, both undergrad and grad. And what I take away very briefly is don't live life like check boxes. Be human, live every moment. And we are going to reflect on these words, like the students as well. Thank you for your message. Please, I would like to welcome Jean-Paul on stage as well to give a small token of appreciation on behalf of the Webster Leiden Campus community. Thank you.
Again, thank you, Christy. And now, it is time for the graduate students. This impressive group collectively represents the future leadership of many organizations around the world. Again, I would like to call upon our faculty department heads. Please come forward and read out the names of the graduate students. First, Linda Day, representing the Business and Management Department. Linda, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Jean-Paul. Graduating students, family members, and friends, colleagues, and distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to announce the students graduating with a master's degree from the Department of Business and Management. Master of Business Administration, Mohammed Cameron Mahoudian. Cameron excelled in strategy and finance subjects, demonstrating strong analytical and decision-making skills. Before his studies, he worked in Iran as a quality control and procurement manager. In the Netherlands, he began as a freelancer and now works full-time with 4 offshore company as a senior expediter. Congratulations, Cameron. Mofe Oluwafemi. Mofe was very studious and determined as she pursued her MBA course. Her friendly attitude and her drive to create quality assignments helped her complete this course. When Mofe is not studying, she joins evening classes in Leiden to hone her creative skills and her love for painting. She's excited to take her learnings with her as she continues in her journey. Congratulations, Mofe. Bruno Sato de Oliveira. Bruno, who is graduating with academic honors in perfect 4.0 GPA, distinguished himself through intellectual curiosity and meaningful relationship building. He has eagerly applied his learning to professional practice, strengthening his impact as a contract manager with a European organization. Bruno now has forged lifelong partnerships with peers and faculty members such as Dr. Fan, and has shaped for himself a thoughtful, collaborative leadership style. Congratulations, Bruno. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to welcome our first cohort of graduates for Master of Science in Sustainability Management. Cleopatra Budaliki. Cleopatra deepened her expertise in environmental and social governance pillars and its connection to compliance throughout her master's studies. Her professionalism was demonstrated in her approach to technical assessments, including the materiality reporting, and thrived in teams where diverse professional and academic backgrounds came together to deliver strong, integrated results. Congratulations, Cleopatra. Yesud Edeni V. During her studies at Webster University, Yasun gained significant expertise in waste management and pollution control, specifically through her research on Mongolia's municipal solid waste processes. With her background in marketing, she has mastered how sustainability and operations management has prepared her to lead impactful environmental initiatives in her professional career. Congratulations, Yasun. Amenzi Eka Guere. Amenzi demonstrated exceptional dedication throughout the Masters in Sustainability. She excelled in subjects such as systems thinking and sustainable leadership, actively engaged in student-driven initiatives, and applied her knowledge to real-world sustainability challenges. This prepares her to make meaningful impact in the area of social responsibility. Congratulations, Amenzi. Dylan Hyatt. Dylan greatly enjoyed the opportunities his program presented to create real lasting impacts on people globally, like the water filtration program, which provided clean water systems for a school in India. Congratulations, Dylan. Zara Kazemeni. Zara explored sustainability with great curiosity. She particularly enjoyed the circular economy and sustainable design and operation subjects. The projects she pursued throughout the program deepened her perspective and learning. Her internship at an international energy company provided her with valuable competency skills in the professional work environment in the Netherlands. Congratulations, Zara. Salman Peshan. Salman pursued his graduate degree with remarkable dedication while continuing his work as a software engineer in the industry. The program further expanded his expertise in advancing strategic analysis and planning and strengthening his ability to bridge academic knowledge with real-world engineering challenges. Congratulations, Salman. Laurent Rigetti. After excelling in sustainability management, Laurent is ready to take the knowledge he gained in sustainability and his scientific knowledge in marine biology to make positive change in the world during his professional career. Congratulations, Laurent. Fatou Touré. Fatou's time with Webster Leiden has been a journey of courage, faith, and unwavering determination. Since arriving in the Netherlands in 2018 from the Gambia, the university has been more than an institution. It has been a home, a community, and a place filled with unforgettable memories and people who shaped her path. She remains deeply grateful to the staff, the faculty, and everybody whose support and encouragement carried her through these years. Congratulations, Fatou. I will now hand over to Paul Rakowski, Head of Department of Behavioral and Social Sciences, to continue the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Distinguished guests, it is my honor to introduce students who are graduating in 2026 with a Master of Arts degree in psychology with an emphasis in counseling psychology. Azge Agsaran. Throughout the psychology master's program, Azge pursued a deep interest in human emotions and emotional well-being, alongside a growing passion for counseling. She valued opportunities to connect with and support others, reflecting curiosity and empathy that guided her academic path. Congratulations, Azge. Kate Brady. Kate has completed her graduate psychology course. Her most memorable moments were being part of an incredible cohort, where everyone's uniqueness was celebrated. She also discovered that humor often plays a huge part in the role of a therapist, and not something to keep hidden. Congratulations, Kate. Emily Budd. Emily has always believed that good mental health can change lives and that everyone deserves access to it. Alongside her clinical work at Webster, she interned in the psychiatry department of the Center for Human Drug Research, led a cognitive behavioral therapy support group, and co-developed and facilitated a virtual course on global mental health. She graduates proud of the therapist she has become and is excited to start her own practice. Congratulations, Emily. Justine Meyer. Justine balanced the demands of parenthood alongside completing her master's in psychology, deepening her empathy and understanding of everyday life challenges. This experience shaped her compassionate and practical approach to supporting individuals and couples through stress, change, and relationship dynamics. Congratulations, Justine. Julia Miller. Julia Miller is graduating with a Master of Arts degree and is building on years of dedication to mental and emotional health. She looks forward to furthering her expertise while connecting with people worldwide, advocating for human rights, and focusing on what matters most. Congratulations, Julia. Marissa Miller. Marissa, who is earning academic honors, completed her master's in counseling psychology. She enjoyed learning about psychological frameworks, as well as the internship phase of the program, where she spent time exploring client needs and gaining practical experience. Congratulations, Marissa. Jennifer Paperman. Jennifer loved being a later in life, non-traditional student and the practicum internship experience. Congratulations, Jennifer. Sing Ting Sing. Ting demonstrated strong dedication throughout her psychology program. She gained solid knowledge in psychological theories and developed practical therapy skills through her experience. Her internship provided valuable hands-on experience, shaping her belief in growing together with clients rather than striving for perfection. Congratulations, Ting. Gabor Mate is known for stating that safety is not absence of threat. It is the presence of connection, and I believe that. 2 years ago, you set yourself on a journey to sit with people who are suffering, and you have learned to do so. Today, you will graduate with a degree that shows those you work with that you have the credentials to do so. I am proud of you, not because of your credentials, but because you faced your own suffering in connection with others. Stay humble. Remember, we all have one thing in common, and that is the ability to heal through the presence of others. Congratulations. And now, I would like to welcome our academic director, Dr. Sheetal Shah, to the stage, who is representing the Department of International Relations.
Thank you, Paul, and thank you for your words from Gabor Mate. Graduating students, family members and friends, colleagues and distinguished guests, it's my pleasure to announce the students graduating with a master's degree from the Department of International Relations, Mark John Bruno. Mark is graduating with academic honors in the dual degree program, International Relations and Security Studies. He spent most of his time at Webster, focused on a project of understanding and advancing digital sovereignty and individual privacy rights. His thesis is on resistance to surveillance and its importance to democracy, and he worked with Dr. Cantepelli. Importantly, Mark dedicates his academic success to his late father, Phil. Congratulations, Mark. Josep Bhakturidze. Josep portrayed a high level of determination throughout his master's program. He mostly enjoyed comparative politics and theories of international relations courses, which had a great impact as he continues to pursue his professional career. Josep started his degree at Webster's Tbilisi campus in Georgia and now completes his program year at the Leiden campus. Congratulations, Josep. Keita Ikena Gresham. Keita has already thought through and has planned the next step, a practical application for his international relations degree. With sharp business acumen, a heavy involvement in education, and a strong work ethic, there is no doubt he will change his community. Congratulations, Keita. Nilima Islam. Nilima is from Bangladesh and completed her master's in international relations at Webster's Leiden campus in the Netherlands. She's passionate about education and hopes to work for humankind and contribute to a better world. During her time at Webster, she learned about debate and diplomacy, and her public speaking skills were enhanced. Congratulations, Nilima. Catherine Momo. Catherine was challenged throughout her academic journey, which enabled her to tap into her true potential. The experience broadened her understanding of global issues and strengthened her ability to develop practical solutions. She thrived in the field of international development and security studies, particularly in courses related to human development and human security. Congratulations, Catherine. Uva. distinguished herself in international relations through rigorous engagement with human rights theory, feminist scholarship, and global governance. From analyzing authoritarian crackdowns and women's rights to navigating complex UN simulations and maritime law debates, she consistently demonstrated intellectual depth, strategic thinking, and a principled commitment to justice. What an incredible outcome, MM. Wishing you all the best for your future. Congratulations. I will now hand over to our campus director, Professor Marissing, to continue with the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda, Paul, and Sheetal. Now I would like to address the candidates for the master degrees. By the power vested in me, by the state of Missouri, of the United States of America, the board of directors, the administration and faculty of Webster University, I confer upon each of you the degree of Master of Arts, or Master of Science, or Master of Business Administration, with all the rights and privileges of that degree. Please take your tassel and swing it to the left. Congratulations. And now it is time for our second musical interlude. I would like to ask Ariane to come to the stage for her second performance.
Mama, I ain't got time for dancing. That's just gonna have to wait a while. Ain't got time for messing around, and that's not my style. This whole town will slow you down, keep you taking the easy way. But I know exactly where I'm going. I'm getting closer, closer, every day, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People around here think I'm crazy, but I don't care. Trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share. But there ain't nothing gonna stop me now, 'cause I'm almost there. I remember Dad told me fairy tale could come true, but you gotta make it happen. It all depends on you. So I work real hard each and every day. Nothing's so short of going my way. Just doing what I do. Look how, boys, I'm coming through, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. People gonna come here from everywhere, and I'm almost there. Almost there. There's been trials and tribulations, you know I've had my share, but I've climbed mountain, I'm across the river, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there. See, I'm almost there.
Thank you so much, Ariam. And indeed, we are almost there. Please allow me to say a few words of gratitude. First, let me address our talented faculty. You guide our students, you encourage them to always go for the extra mile. I admire your commitment and devotion. It is your passion and your love for our students that has made it possible for our graduating students to be so successful. You are truly inspiring. Faculty members, please rise and accept this applause as a way of showing our gratitude. Thank you. And then, on that side, I'm sorry for looking at you like this. On that side is our staff. A big thank you to you, our wonderful staff. Each and every one of you has worked hard, demonstrated flexibility and the willingness to succeed in serving our students, no matter the circumstances. I am grateful to you, and I am proud of you. Thank you for everything you do for our students, and please rise and accept this applause. Thank you. Thank you. And the reason why the staff is over there is because of the construction which is happening here behind the scene. So I apologize for that. We'll do it differently next year. Now I would like to give the floor to Dr. Sheetal Shah, who will be introducing our alumni speaker.
Thank you, Jean-Paul. Graduating students, family members, and friends, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our alumni speaker, Sebastian Roygrock. Sebastian is currently the head of marketing, business development, and PMO at NEM Energy Group, a renowned Dutch company active in the global energy industry, established in 1929 in the Netherlands. Sebastian holds a bachelor's degree in engineering and a master's degree in business administration, which he earned at Webster. During the past 2 decades, Sebastian worked in various positions and responsibilities developing new energy projects as well as new energy solutions in the global energy industry. As chairperson of the Alumni Board, Sebastian will speak on behalf of Stichting Webster Alumni, also known as the Alumni Association. Sebastian, please come on stage to address our graduating class. The floor is yours.
Graduating students, family members, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests, good afternoon and congratulations to the class of 2026. It is a pleasure to be here with you today, representing the Webster Alumni Association. I remember my own journey and own graduation day well. Even after more than 10 years, what has stayed with me, it's not really the degree itself, of course, also relevant, but of course the moment this day represented, shared with people who mattered, some of whom, for me, are no longer here today. And that's why these moments are so important. Today is about you as graduates, but it's also about the people around you, about the memories you are creating together. Take a moment and truly take it in, while also thinking about the people that may have wanted to be here, but cannot make it. Today, you officially become Webster alumni. And that brings me to the theme I would like to focus on today: staying connected. You may be wondering what the alumni community can do for you. That's a fair thought. But I would like to invite you to look at it from a connected perspective using a well-known statement. Don't ask what the alumni community can do for you. Ask yourself, what can you do for the alumni community? Strong alumni networks don't grow automatically. They exist because people choose to participate and to contribute. And that brings me to an event many of you know well here in Leiden, which is the dragon boat races. If you have ever seen a dragon boat in motion, one thing becomes immediately clear. The boat only moves forward if everyone paddles together. Not harder than others, not faster, together, in rhythm. One person alone cannot win the race. The team will. And yes, proudly, last year we won a race. That principle applies to alumni life and, frankly, to life after university. Let me briefly share 3 personal recommendations as you all move forward into this next phase. First, stay connected, especially when it's easy not to. Life becomes busy very quickly. People move countries, jobs change, priorities shift. And that is exactly when staying connected starts to matter. Keep in touch with your fellow graduates, your professors, and the wider Webster community. Often it's just one conversation or one connection that opens doors you didn't even know existed. Second is give first, because giving leads to receiving. When you contribute your time, your energy, perhaps a small introduction, or a shared experience, something happens. You don't just help others, you create value to this community. And sometimes very real and even life-changing opportunities can come from communities you have decided to invest in. Third is do things together. Not only online, Real connections are built through our shared experiences. And that is why events matter. Just like the dragon boat only moves once everyone paddles, communities become stronger when people actively show up and move together. And that brings me to a very clear call to action. The Alumni Association needs fresh blood. We're eager to welcome new active members who want to help shape what the alumni community will look like in the years ahead of us. So today, I'm not just inviting you to join the network, I'm asking you also to step up. After the ceremony, please come by and talk to me or my Webster friend Frans. Ask questions, share ideas, sign up. Tell us how you would like to be involved. And of course, join the Dragon Boat races on June 27th here in Leiden. Paddle with us and experience what it is to move forward together. Once again, congratulations, and we're proud to welcome you as alumni and hope to see you soon. See you.
Thank you, Sebastian, for your personal story, but also for inspiring our students to join a global network of alumni in different parts of the world, and of course, to join the Dragon Boat Race. It is a lot of fun if you haven't done it. What a unique opportunity. I now welcome Christine Benninger, our Student and Alumni Affairs Coordinator, to hand out our Leeds medals and to announce the Student Alumni Leadership Awards. Christine.
Thank you, Sheetal. Good afternoon, Webster family, friends, and our graduating students. It is with great privilege to announce this year's Student Leadership Awards. The Webster Leads program, to lead, evolve, adapt, develop, and serve, is all about challenging our students to step up, grow, and make a real impact within both the Webster and surrounding communities. This leadership education experience pushes students to go further, to think bigger, act with purpose, and lead with confidence. And today we celebrate that achievement. We are proud to recognize Michelle DeCroc, who has successfully completed the LEADS program. Through his dedication, commitment, and active participation, Michelle has truly embodied what this award in recognition truly stands for. Michelle will be receiving a certificate of completion with global distinction and a medal in recognition of this accomplishment. Well done, Michelle. Yep. Thank you for your hard work and dedication. Now for the class of 2026 Graduate Student Leadership Award. It is my great pleasure to present this prestigious award to a graduate student who has demonstrated exceptional leadership both within Webster and across a wide range of communities. Please join me in welcoming Laurent Rigetti to the stage. Lauren has consistently shown natural leadership within the classroom, group projects, and co-curricular activities. Beyond campus, he has played a key role in supporting the Webster Leiden's involvement in the Leiden Circular Park Initiative. He has generously dedicated his time to supporting the local community, helping coordinate baseline sustainability research across the Bioscience Park. In addition to being a strong supporter of the Green Office movement, working closely with volunteers to help turn promising ideas into impactful, viable projects. Lawrence's commitment, initiative, and collaborative spirit truly embodies the values this ward represents. Thank you, Lawrence. Please join me once again in congratulating Michelle and Lawrence. Thank you. I welcome Sheetal to the stage.
Thank you, Christine. We will now listen to our student speakers. Humphrey Ayekbe, who will speak on behalf of the graduating class of 2026. Humphrey represents the undergraduate class of 2026. He will be followed by Catherine Momo, who has been nominated to represent our graduate class of 2026. Humphrey and Catherine, congratulations with your nomination. You have deserved it. The floor is yours, Humphrey.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected faculty, staff, family, friends, distinguished guests, and my fellow graduates. We made it. I tried this once. Gained admission into university in Nigeria to study banking and finance. And my first semester, I couldn't really find a place for the formulas. And before the semester ended, something tragic happened. On one end, helped me solve the problems with the formulas. On the other end, it's giving me the privilege and honor to be here today. Before I get into my speech, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate my family, my friends who are here today, my parents especially, and also my mom for giving me the right to live and for making me who I am today. I'd also like to appreciate Lisa, Sandrine, Sinead, Paul, Fitzgerald. They expanded my mind beyond its horizon. And to all the Webster faculty and staff whose names I cannot mention because of time, you've been such an inspiration and I appreciate you all. My first week in the Netherlands was terrible. I did not like the room I had paid for in Den Haag, kept hopping on the wrong trams and buses, and honestly, I almost quit, even before I gave myself the chance to attend orientation. But then I attended my first class at Webster, and I met a classmate who coincidentally lived in the same building as me, and that moment changed everything. You see, as an international student, I'm still finding my way through a society that does not always make the path easy. I have faced structural barriers and challenges in building a future somewhere I did not always think there was space for me. But this experience has taught me and continues to teach me that even when there is no clear space for me, there's still the power to create one for myself. Now, whether I make it or not, one thing is certain, that I will give everything I have with sheer indefatigability, not just for myself, but for the others that look like me. Webster gave us more than a degree. He gave us a global vision. It exposed us to different cultures, different ways of thinking, challenged us to define ourselves beyond where we came from. And more than anything else, it pushed us to think seriously about the kind of impact that we want to have in the world. To my fellow graduates, I'd like you to remember this. Graduation is more than just a celebration of what we've achieved. It is the beginning of a new journey, one that comes with the pressure of LinkedIn-ready expectations, family and friends asking you what's next at every gathering, and we tend to hold on to timelines that were never ours in the first place. And it is important for us to understand that success takes shape differently for each of us, and we each have to find our own meaning. For some, it is simply the pursuit of a career or for their education. For others, it is simply starting up a new business or maybe serenity. For me, it is having the courage to pursue what I consider to be important, giving myself the opportunity to learn and the permission to redefine failure beyond what society considers it to be. You have to find your own meaning. And once you do, the goals that you set will be achieved at your own pace, not at the pace that society has decided. The only thing that matters is direction, and the only direction we owe ourselves is forward. In Nigeria, we say ahead, ahead. Abraham Lincoln said, if I had 6 hours to cut down a tree, I'd spend 5 hours sharpening the axe. And what he was trying to convey is that, the battle is won in preparation, in the sharpening of the tools, in the development of oneself. The goals that we set becomes easier to achieve. As we leave Webster with our sharpened axe, let us move with confidence to create space where it does not yet exist. Let us define success with courage, not with comparison or competition. And above all, let us remember that this degree is proof that we're capable of enduring pressure and coming out stronger on the other side. And with that, I say congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Humphrey. Good afternoon, esteemed faculty and dedicated staff, fellow graduates, parents, friends, and distinguished guests. With all humility, my name is Catherine Momo, and I am honored to stand before you all on this special day. I never imagined that I will be standing here as a graduate speaker, but this shows that anything is possible if you put yourself in a position to try, grow, and experience life in the most positive way. I want to take this opportunity to share with you all what brought us to this moment in our lives as graduates, while recognizing our relatable journeys, beginning with my experience at Webster. If I had one word to describe my journey at Webster, it would be transformative. I remember when it was time for me to apply for my bachelor's degree. My younger sister and I were searching for schools online from our home in Sierra Leone, and she was the one who found Webster Ghana. Back then, all I knew was that I wanted to study anything with the word international related to it or attached to it. Fortunately, I got in, and my experience there truly connected me to my roots. But my journey did not end there. It continued here at Webster Leiden, which expanded my experiences in ways that I think may resonate with many of us here in the Webster community. Schooling at Webster and living in the beautiful city of Leiden introduced me to a culture of riding bicycles and eating delicious local pastries. I remember riding a bicycle for the first time in the Netherlands during a trip to the tulips with other students and our professor. I was quite slow. And I remember my professor pushing me from behind as I rode to give me speed to catch up with everyone else. That moment was so encouraging. It taught me that it didn't matter if I was slow. What mattered was that I completed the trip. Yes. That experience for me reflects what it feels like to be in a supportive and diverse community. That is what it feels like to be a Golok, experiencing the beauty of diversity, getting an education that goes beyond the classroom, and building a community where we learn from each other. For me, experiencing a different culture, different from my own, was a turning point. It allowed me to step out of my comfort zone and embrace the changes that revealed part of myself I never knew existed. That is growth, and I see that growth in all of us graduates today. Also, one thing I have discovered throughout our journey as graduates is resilience, a trait evident in all of us today. That spirit has brought us to this moment. Those experiences and challenges have shaped us and led us to become global citizens, which is one of Webster's core values. Becoming a global citizen does not mean going against each other. It means understanding our individual and shared challenges and using this awareness to have a positive impact on our society. This is an important value as it helps us understand our unique differences, cultures, and backgrounds as we step into the real world. It grounds us and unites us as one global community. In a world that is so interconnected, enabling us to better understand global challenges and provide possible solutions. With this, I believe we can be change makers. Before I end, I want to highlight that this journey at Webster Leiden was not only about me. Above all, I thank God for making this day possible. And to my dad and my mom, thank you for your sacrifices and unwavering support. Your belief and trust in me are the reasons I am the woman I am today. I want to say a big thank you to our dedicated professors. Your hard work and invaluable knowledge provided us with direction and inspired me to reach my truest potential. A special thank you also to the Webster staff for your tireless support and for organizing this special ceremony. It's beautiful. To my colleagues, friends, my family, best friend, the Leiden community, and everyone present here today, thank you for being part of this journey. Let me end with this quote. Everything is a win when the goal is to experience. It doesn't matter if you didn't achieve an excellent outcome every time. Experience life positively because the lessons you learn, the challenges you overcome, push you to become a better version of yourself. Congratulations, class of 2026. We did it. This is our moment to celebrate. Okay, so we are all going to be throwing our caps in the air, and I would like us to please stand up. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm gonna count from 1 to 3. On the count of 1, 2, 3, caps in the air! Congratulations. Thank you.
I say wow. And thank you, Humphrey, and thank you, Catherine, for your inspiring speeches. Very much appreciated. Now, it is almost time to get the party started. But before we do that, I would like to thank you, our audience, for being our guests today. You have witnessed the graduation of the class of 2026. And please allow me to end our ceremony by addressing our students. My beloved students, what about you? Where do you go from here? Your achievements have been extraordinary because you have demonstrated success in extraordinary times. As you start thinking about your future, I would like to challenge you. As you build your future, I challenge you. Be a leader, be bold, and have the courage not to think too much about how things are, but try to think about how things could be. Dream big and ask yourself, why not? Dream big and don't be afraid to fail, as failure is always part of the journey. So go out there and build a better future. Build a more sustainable future. And as you do, remember and never forget that there's only one way forward. Remember that love is the answer, that inclusion is the answer. Love and inclusion are the only way forward. Thank you.